everyone, hope you're all doing really well. So CUET is just 15 days away from now, and hence we, a group of SRCC students and previous CUET toppers, have the perfect plan for you. We also have something exciting for you in the end of the video, so wait till it.
Well, so who are we? Why should you listen to us? The four of us, we gave CUET in the first year when it was introduced. That's in 2022. And yeah, we gave CUET in 2022. All of us had decent ranks at least. That's what helped us secure admission to SRCC. Pooja had the highest rank. She was ranked 13. I am Utkarsh. I was ranked 110. We had Naman Jain, who was ranked 107, and we had Manjari, who was ranked 153. Three of us are pursuing BA Honours in Economics. Pooja is pursuing BCom Honours. And well, when the four of us came together, the intention was not to provide any tuitions because we obviously can't teach anything which you have not learned in the course of 1 year when you're giving your boards, etc. We came together in order to give you mentorship, in order to give you mocks and resources which can actually help you as opposed to a lot of resources that are available in the market. We ourselves poured in a lot of money and a lot of different resources. They didn't turn out to be really helpful. I'll not be taking names over here, obviously. But yeah, after doing everything, we realized that there's a dearth of good quality resources and good quality mentorship. That's why the four of us came together, decided to start this off. And yeah, that's about it about us. Now, Naman will be taking you through how to prepare for different subjects and different strategies.
Coming on to your preparation for maths, firstly, it is very important that you practice the subject every day. Now, this can be done on the basis of the difficulty level. If there's a chapter you're not familiar with, it is important you learn how to do the sums in its entirety and then moving on to the MCQs, because solving MCQs is essentially you doing some of the calculations in your mind. The important chapters based on our analysis of past papers are application of integrals, inverse trigonometric functions and determinants. A good reference book for practicing MCQs can be R.D. Sharma. Here the questions are of a slightly higher level, but they can be used for practice and it will actually set you very well for the exam. Next, moving on to accounts, this subject has a couple of parts. Firstly, partnership, then company accounts, which includes shares and debentures, and then management accounting, which is essentially ratio analysis, cash flow statements, common size statements, and then computerized accounting. Firstly, one should not ignore computerized accounting. It's a very easy part that can be covered in the last 15 days. And hence, if you watch a few YouTube videos, you'll be very well set for it. The reason for me saying this is because from computerized accounting, they can give you very direct questions and there's not much room for them to trick you there, and hence it becomes a very scoring part. You can watch YouTube videos for the same and we might be able to help you with some. For accounts, one should focus on solving the entirety of T.S. Grewal and D.K. Goyal MCQ books. You should ideally solve them twice and go back to whatever doubts you have to solve them again. Additionally, for theory, D.K. Goyal should be used, and theories mostly comes from the chapters related to shares and debentures and partnership also. The important topics as per our analysis of past papers are forfeiture and reissue of shares, redemption of debentures, cash flow statement, and retirement and dissolution of partners.
Alright, so moving on to economics, I think that NCERT here is again supposed to be your Bible. For any theory subjects, make sure that NCERT is something that you're very thorough with. But with respect to economics, again, my personal experience and through the people I've interacted with, everyone has said that V.K. Ori and Sandeep Garg were two reference books that actually helped them a lot. With respect to Sandeep Garg, again, you'll see a lot of MCQs at the end of the chapters. Make sure that you do all those MCQs once or twice and you're thorough with the concepts that are mentioned. Again, if you're talking about the paper, everything is going to be very much from the text, as in completely extracted from the text. If I talk about my examinations, I had this one question wherein we had the entire budget for that year displayed, and then there were aspects from the budget picked up and asked about. Let's say if a certain thing was capital expenditure or capital receipt. So it's questions like these. So it is very important that all the concepts you're very thorough with all the concepts, and the practicality is something that is going to be tested a lot. Again, when we're talking about Indian Eco, make sure that you are very thorough with all the dates. You'll get a lot of match the following, because that is one aspect wherein they can test you in one question over multiple things, right? And with respect to microeconomics and any other graphs that is present in all the chapters, you should know the graphs very well, because that isn't just important from the examination point of view, but that actually shows if you've understood the concept or not. If you move on to business studies, again, NCERT here is going to be the core of where your preparation is going to be from. And I used to do NCERT for both BST and economics every day. So going over the entire book every day. What happened was, especially in business studies, they pick up lines from the book directly, and then you know what fits because you've read the book so many times that it is there in you. You've absorbed the content so well. You'll also see a lot of case study type questions, which is why it is important that you read all the case studies and understand the practicality of it again, because if they're going to test you only basis the material that is there in the book, it is not going to be any different than what the conventional exams are. And again, if we're talking about how to practice things better, if you go to Google Chrome and search, let's say, planning NCERT MCQs, so you get a list of a lot of MCQs from the first 2-3 sites maybe. Go and practice those MCQs. Again, this is with respect to all the chapters and all the subjects. If you search content like these picked up from specific chapters, you'll see a lot of content on these chapters. So the more content that you're exposed to, the better is your preparation and more confident you are with the choices that you make. Even on the day when you're sitting for the exam, you'll see that two options are very similar. And there your intuitive confidence plays a lot of importance. Right?
That's not it. In addition to all of the valuable advice that's been given as of now by my peers, we also are here to help you directly in your journey to crack CUET in order to make it to SRCC, Hansraj, Hindu, etc. Now, how do we help you? Firstly, we have this very well laid down calendar which you need to follow. This calendar is the optimum schedule for anyone to follow in order to give CUET. Now, obviously, everyone has different studying schedules, different studying patterns, but this is more of an idealistic pattern for anyone who's giving CUET and has been studying for long. Now, this pattern basically accounts for a study period of 6 to 6.5 hours daily. And so the pattern is divided so that you have 2 practical subjects every day and 1 theory subject every day. The 2 practical subjects will be maths and accountancy. For example, this calendar starts from tomorrow. And tomorrow you have 1.5 hours laid down to accounts, 2 hours of matrices and determinants, and 3 hours of BST chapter 1 and chapter 2, as you can see over here. Similarly, now we have ourselves been CUET toppers and we ourselves know exactly how much time is to be devoted to each and every subject. So we thought that accounts, NPO, 3 hours is more than enough in order to solve all the examples from DK Goyal. So we have allotted 2 days of 1.5 hours of accounts to NPO. Similarly, we have laid down this entire schedule such that your preparation is totally done by 12th. We have tried to complete entire revision of the entire course till 12th for the commerce domain, obviously. And then 13, 14, 15, you can just decide on what to study basis your exam pattern and whichever exam you have upcoming. Now, in addition to everything, it's extremely essential that you solve mocks and that you curate this roadmap as per you. You need to figure out which subject you're weak in, which chapter you're weak in, and you need to front load it. You basically need to put those subjects in the initial day so that you know exactly how much time you're giving to that subject and how much time you can give to other chapters. For example, when I'm looking at this, NPO is found out by quite a lot of students. But let's look at matrices and determinants. Now, for you, matrices and determinants might be easy. So for the next 2 days or 2 hours of maths that you have allocated, you could maybe push up differential equations and push down matrices and determinants to 5th and 6th. Now that's totally up to you. This is just an idealistic timeline that we have created, and you can just drop in your email IDs. We'll have a Google form. This Google form basically where you can put your name, phone number, and email ID. And as soon as you fill this Google form, within 1 hour, you will be sent a mail giving access to this Google Calendar. And you can just click this Google Calendar. It will get incorporated in your calendar, and you can play around. You can easily shift dates in the calendar and customize it as per you. Because I can't emphasize how important it is in order to understand when to study what and to curate a good roadmap for yourself. Now let's look at how we help you. Apart from that, we've decided that we came together, all 4 of us. We thought, what are the 2 most important things that anyone needs in order to crack CUET? Number 1 would be mentorship. You need to understand exactly where are you lacking and listen to it from our perspective as to how can you improve on it. Now, obviously, that can't be done through a YouTube video wherein we are communicating to a lot of students. So we have one-to-one mentorship call. You can just go to our website, elevateventures.in/mentorship-call. You can put in the date and timing, whichever suits you, and you can book an absolutely free mentorship call with us. And one of us will come on a meet with you. We'll talk it out. We'll understand what your concerns are. We'll talk it out. We'll chart out an entire roadmap for you to follow. Apart from that, we also have mocks and PYQs. Now, these mocks and PYQs obviously have been collated very judiciously by us, and mocks have been curated very diligently by us in order to exactly replicate the exam pattern that CUET offers. Now, we are currently offering everything for rupees 400. That's 70 plus PYQs and mocks. And we highly recommend that you go for this because solving PYQs and mocks build a base unlike nothing else. And I can't emphasize more on how much they helped me. Obviously, we're there for you. We're there for your journey. Apart from that as well, feel free to connect with us anytime. You can easily book a mentorship call with us. You can drop a mail to our ID. We'll give all the details below. You can reach out to us on Instagram, etc. We're all here for you only. And yeah, that's it. All the best, guys, for your journey.